Hello everybody, I'm Bear Skills. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Long Dark. So we're back here again. Currently up at the Forestry Lookout Point up in Coastal Highway. We're on day 139, moving into day 140, so we're making good progress on our
Thank goodness.
yearly run that we're trying to do here on Stalker. Hey look, we missed a whetstone here in the last episode. That's really cool. And we got a piece of reclaimed wood there. We got a book, doesn't really useful to us in terms of rating, but we can burn that, which is good. It's about midday right now, so I'm thinking we drink up right here. And I think I'm actually going to get a move on. Let me check my stuff. Okay, so just a spraying wrist, not too bad, but I believe there is a rope I want to climb. So I'm going to take a bandage right here while we're still warm. And I'm going to head outside. So, close the door here. And yeah, we should be able to make it. Weather doesn't seem like it's too bad. It doesn't seem like it'll get too bad in the future either. So I think we got plenty of time to get moving. I just want to get down here. And there's actually a spot to put a rope down, which normally would be really useful for us. But considering everything, it's not really going to be too helpful. Now, I am going to try my hand at a little bit of improvised mountain climbing here and see if we can't make our way down. Looks like we're going to be able to, which is good. Oh yeah, for sure, we can definitely make our way down here. Let's do this. Come down here, slide a little bit, like so, and oh, there we go. And a little bit further. Come on, Will. No sprains. All right. So I'm talking about. So let's take a look down here. We got some rabbits, which is quite nice. Improvised mountain climbing. Not worth it. We got a go-go energy drink. We do. So we should be able to go down without issue. We got them. We might as well use them. So I'm gonna drink this. Whew, nice boost of energy there. And let's get down this road. Like so. Head down. Barely lose any stamina doing this as well. Really nice. Go-go energy drinks, or I guess I should say go energy drinks, are quite nice for climbing ropes. It's really the only thing I truly use them for. We've got these buildings here, so I'm gonna loot these because why not? We might as well. No reason not to. All right, what we got in here? So we got cabinet, piece of cloth. All right, I do need that. We've got some tomato soup here, which is really not anything we need, but we'll take it anyway. Trash can, what do you got for me? Nothing? Well, that's too bad. We got anything over here? No, it doesn't look like it. How about over here? Spray paint, I will not be taking that. Papers, I don't need to grab. I'm going to grab right now. 3 cloth with knife. I'm going to do that. I want my 5 cloth that I need for snow shelter because I didn't bring cloth with me because I used it to repair that other bedroll, the cloth bedroll we found, 7%. I used my cloth to repair that, and I actually went up to that forestry lookout tower without enough cloth to make a snow shelter. So if a blizzard would have rolled in, that probably would have been the end of the run. So very bad on my part. I'm not gonna lie, very, very bad. Big mistake. Things like that you can't let happen on Stalker. Marine flare, not too bad to find. And we got a book there as well, which is good for a fire. Marine flare is not bad. I would definitely prefer having a regular flare because they last longer. And as of right now, there's no real difference in their usage. They do the same thing, as far as I'm aware.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Still got the pain from the sprain, and we're gonna have a headache here in just a little bit due to the energy drink wearing off. Should wear off pretty soon here. We did injure the bear that was here. He ran off. I'm not sure where he went. I'm not too concerned. Definitely not gonna have a problem getting another bear. And it's not like I need his pelt right now for anything. If we do need one, we do have the one curing up back home over at the fishing cabins. So if anything goes wrong, with our coat or with our bedroll, hey, look, accelerant, that's nice. But like I said, if anything goes wrong with we're gonna break this down. If anything goes wrong with our bedroll or our coat, we do have another pelt back home to actually repair it up with. So, quite nice. Glad we took another look. There's painkillers there. It's a good find. Not the most important thing to us, but hey, it's still something. And they're light, so I might as well grab them. Even though I really don't ever take painkillers. Because it just messes with your screen a little bit, and other than that, there's no real effect, so generally I just forego the painkillers altogether. But hey, you know what, we've got a bunch of them, we might as well use some, considering I never do use them. Why not? Alright, jump down there. Hopefully we don't get any sprains coming down here. Good chance we'll get at least one. So we might get lucky. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, make sure to like the video. If you're still watching, you are enjoying the video. And if you're new, make sure to subscribe so that you can be here for some of my other content. I post Long Dark videos constantly. Try to post every day. And I started posting videos on a game called Century Age of Ashes. If you guys have not heard of it, it's currently in a closed beta right now. And it is a PvP-oriented dragon aerial combat game, featuring different game modes, 3v3, 6v6, stuff like that. That's being worked on constantly. It will have its early access in April, so if you didn't actually request access, you can definitely play it there. So don't worry if you can't get in now. But yeah, it's definitely a great game. Check it out. I have a video out on tips and tricks. It's got some vital information if you're new to the game, and especially if you're new to PvP games in general, because I know there's probably going to be some people who are just there for the dragons, because it's really one of the only dragon games out there, and so they might want to do a little bit better but not be used to PvP. So there's some tips there that'll help them, hopefully some tips that'll help players who know what they're doing. So generally, hopefully, if you watch the video, at least you come away with at least one tip that helps you out in your gameplay. That's the goal, at least one, hopefully more, but at least one. So definitely go check that out if you're looking for any tips and tricks. And I've also got a few gameplay videos where I go through some matches and show you guys what I'm talking about. So definitely check that out as well. We've been through here. We already went through these. I know there's some... we got our gear back over at the gas station. I'm aware of that. Don't worry. I'm heading back to check on my pelt progress and hide progress. I'm also going to down quite a few of these wolves while I'm out here, because I might as well. It'll get rid of them for future, at least for a while, till they respawn, and it'll get me some rifle skill. And it'll also give me a little bit of personal experience using the rifle, just a little bit more on the wolves, which is always good. Oh, we left our rifle back there. Oh well, revolver time. Guess we can do this. We need to level this up anyway. That's why we dropped the rifle. Actually wanted to get the revolver level up a bit more, and it was quite heavy for the travel. But that's fine. Okay. Apparently I can't hit anything. Okay. That's fine. Come here, Mr. Wolf. Sorry about that, guys. Come here, Mr. Wolf. We will settle our differences right now, don't you worry. Come on. Okay. Didn't actually want to get into a scrape there, but it is what it is. Nothing got damaged too much, so I'm thankful for that. It's because we did actually hit him before he got on us. So, we need to actually watch the wolf skate across the ice. That's cool. Interesting. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll get over it. We need to do it a little bit farther away when we hit him with the revolver, so we have time to double tap him, is really what we need to do. So let's try and do that with this wolf. And hopefully not get into a struggle. That would be ideal. It's been a while since I've used a revolver, so I'm a little out of practice with it. I'm actually more used to using the bow, and I'd prefer to be using that right now, but... Okay, well apparently he's going to run from me. So that's always awesome when they do that. Because I know the weather's getting worse on me, which is not great. Come on, Mr. Wolf. Okay. Or we can just not hit the wolf at all. I'm a little confused on that. Okay, let's get this done. Let's get some bandages up. Apparently, the whole revolver hunting is not going our way. Not really liking it too much right now. So let's go take this wolf down. He's heading the way we need to be going anyway. I'm gonna take this one down, I swear that. I'm going to take you down, Mr. Wolf, and you're not going to make too much of a fuss about it. Thank you. Finally. A lot of trouble we had there for no really reason other than I just ate bad shots, you know? But at the very least, weather's not turned bad too quickly on us. And I guess we did scare the one wolf way out there. It looks like it took a long ways. Barely see the pixel of them out there. But we'll head home. That's one wolf down. 2 wolves, 3 wolves. Actually, all the wolves will go down because we did injure them with the axe. Or the hatchet, I should say. When they did get on the struggle. So they will all go down. Actually, we're going to make our way over here, take these 2 wolves down, and actually head up to the Jackrabbit Island house. We can grab the stuff that's there, and we can bring it down to the fishing cabins, probably in the morning. It'll depend on the weather. But I want to take care of these 2 wolves, and hopefully I can do a better job with the revolver on these guys than I have been doing, because I've been doing a terrible job, and that's not what I want to be doing at all. I want to be doing a good job on these wolves with the old revolver, but I am out of practice, and that's what happens when you don't use a weapon for quite some time. I've been using the bow and the rifle for quite a while now, mostly the bow, getting that to level 5. Took quite a few arrows, and it's really effective. A lot more effective at dropping the wolves than the revolver is with one shot. They will die no matter what if you hit them with the revolver, unless barring any glitches or anything like that, but due to bleed out. But it won't always necessarily drop them, especially when you're not maxed out in level 5. So it can be a bit of an issue. Okay. Hey, we did him. Good, so he'll go down. Don't gotta worry about him no more.
Just need to close my eyes.
Well, we can reload, and we're gonna do it on the ice here, because it's easier to see the shell casings. I recommend either picking up the shell casings quickly as you reload, or waiting till you're finished reloading and holstering your revolver and then picking them up, because you can hip fire the revolver quite easily with the same key that you use to pick things up. So I've made the mistake quite a few times of wasting ammunition trying to pick things up and actually shooting the ground. So definitely make sure you holster that before trying to pick it up, or you can do it while you're reloading. Either way works. Yeah, go ahead, Rabbit. I don't know how that stone didn't hit you either. It was a bad bounce on the stone. Oh well. Should have lined up. Should have been lined up quite nicely to hit you, but you weren't running like you were supposed to, so I guess it is even and fair. But yeah, we were able to hit that wolf on the run out there. And we were able to down that one, so most, if not all, the wolves on the lake should be down and out for the count, at least by morning. Should all be bled out by that time, which is good for us. We got a lot of stuff here, quite a lot of stuff actually, that is quite heavy. We've got our cured deer hide, which is nice. That's still curing. I'm actually going to leave that for now. And how heavy are we? We're not too heavy, but we're not ready. So we're going to wait, and we're going to sleep here for the night. So let me actually head over to a bed. And just to make sure we do have water. No, is there water in the toilet still that we left here? There is. Alright. I'm grateful that I remembered to leave that there. Sweet. So, now, yeah, we're just going to pass time for right now. And when it gets time for sleep, we will do that. Doing this, we might get a little bit of cabin fever risk, and if we do, that's okay. We do have the bearskin bedroll, and we have the fishing huts outside on the lake, which pretty much guarantees we'll be good no matter what if we get cabin fever, barring any, disasters that may occur, bad luck that can happen. We are losing quite a bit of condition right now due to the fact that we have all three of those down, but now we can eat and drink, and eat this. And we just need a little bit more food for the night, so I'm going to go ahead and eat the peaches. It's more food than we need, doesn't really matter, we have so much, and the peaches are quite heavy. It's 1.1 pounds, which I don't really want to deal with, so let me eat that, head down here, drop the can, like so, and now I need to drink. And once we've accomplished that, which we just now did, we can actually head to bed and sleep for a nice 11 hours. Like so. Alright. So, day 140, moving into day 141. Doing good work, as always. And, okay, 84%, but I'm not too worried about you. Let me pick up all this stuff that I want to take with me back to the fishing cabins. We'll see how heavy I am after picking this stuff up. Now we actually have two of these. They don't give anything really, so it's just burning books. Is there a hitbox there?
Feels like a lot of gear.
It's because it is a lot of gear. Well, we gotta take it all back to the fishing cabins. We got stuff to work with.
Getting kind of thirsty.
Yeah, I know. You're always getting thirsty, Will. You're always getting hungry, thirsty, tired, cold. It's something. It's always something. It's never just nothing. It's never just nothing. If I'm not mistaken, those are the two wolves that we have downed over there. Which is nice for us. The weather is, well, it could be looked at in two different ways. It could be considered bad, or it could be considered good. We are losing temperature right now, and it is very windy, and that's not good. But we're not losing temperature very fast, and we are able to see clearly. Now, me personally, I would way rather head into cold weather where I'm freezing, and I can still see it's very clear out. A clear, cold day. I'd way rather do that with some wind than I would a, tons and tons of fog or a blizzard, and I'm not, I'm still warm. I'd way rather be able to see and be cold than be warm and not be able to see. Not being able to see is going to definitely get you killed a lot quicker than being cold will, that's for sure. Take Interloper, for example. Pretty much no matter what you do for the first little while there until you get some good clothing, you're going to be cold everywhere you go outside for the most part, unless you get really lucky with some early starting clothes. Especially depending on the area you're in. Places like Mystery Lake, you might be okay, but places like Timberwolf Mountain, Ash Canyon, I believe, is generally pretty cold as well, and Hush River Valley is also freezing if you're ever going to go there. I would never, unless you spawn there. I would never go there, though, that's for sure. But those places, you can, you'll be quite cold, very, very cold, actually. And that's even before, like, day 25, where the weather gets worse, or I think it's day 100, where day also gets worse again, because the weather steadily gets worse as you go on. I think, though, that, like, day 100 is, like, the limit. It doesn't get worse after that. I think it's, like, I know the first threshold's, like, day 25, somewhere in there, and another one at, like, day 100, somewhere through there. I'm not sure if it goes, like, every 25 days. If it does, it's not near as noticeable. It's the biggest noticeable difference is like between day 25 and 30, and that little gap there. Weather definitely gets worse. And hey, would you look at that? The wind actually died down for us, so we are warming up currently. So that's really quite nice for us. So yeah, we just gotta move all this stuff over here to these fishing cabins, because this will be our main base of operations for this zone, this region. For the time we're going to be staying here. We do have the deer hide on us, and I want to use that to try and repair my boots. And, well, not my boots, my pants mostly. for right now. When the other ones cure, which they might have already cured, I don't remember how many days we've been here since we had those drops. So they might be cured, might be a day or two off. Regardless, we're going to use them to try and get our stuff cured. If we're lucky, they will cure on the first try. Or not cure, be repaired on the first try, and we won't waste a bunch of deer hide. Worst case scenario, we use up all of our deer hide and don't get one repair. And that is a possibility that I'm hoping we don't run into. But you never know, sometimes you can have bad luck, although we've been having steady good luck recently, so I think either that's going to carry on, or we're going to get a spell of bad luck soon. Because we did get the bear that died really quickly, and night close to our house. We did down a lot of wolves. Well, we had a little bit of bad luck with the revolver there, although I would more say that that's not necessarily bad luck, but it's more me and my fault for having bad aim with it. But who knows, you know? Sometimes things are just meant to happen, sometimes they're not. But yeah, fishing camp. I guess it's called the fishing camp. I just call them the fishing cabins. It looks like, yeah, there's 2 wolves over there that are down from when we were hunting. But I think those were when we took them down with the revolver, or not the revolver, the rifle actually, to get our skill to level 4. Yeah, I believe that's what that is. As you guys can see, we do have a ton of reclaimed wood in a pile here. All those pallets are really good for getting reclaimed wood, and also, as you guys can see, we have some water here, as well as a little bit of cooked meat, and we got a bunch of raw meat we need to get cooked at some point. Probably. We have quite a bit of food on us still, and those steaks are each worth 2 nights of sleep if we needed it. So, it's not too bad. These are all 94%, which is good, so they should be done probably by tomorrow. 29% on you, and 69%. So we're still waiting on these 5 days. 5 days, okay. So waiting on those, and then waiting on these. So we're waiting on the guts, really, is all we're waiting on. Which isn't a big deal. We are going to drop off the gear that we brought back. Yeah, we'll just throw some of that stuff in here. Like the clothing. I believe that does it for the clothing. We can throw these in there. Got that cured deer hide, cured leather, 2 of our cloth. I'm going to keep 5 on us for the snow shelter, just in case we need it. We can put 2 of those in there. We can put those in there. What else can we put in there? We can put these. Those. We can put most of these. We can transfer all those. And get some more back, because we don't need to be carrying 150 on us at one point in time. 24 should do me just fine. And we can throw away these as well. Not throw them away, but put them in there, as we don't really have much use for them. We can put this in there too for a snare at some point, and we can put away these painkillers that we never use. I guess I'll carry 2 on me, why not? Just for the heck of it, even though I really ever don't use them. You know, I've got a book for reading, got a book for fire starting, put some accelerants away in the shelf, like so, and we should be good. We should be good. With the weather we have, I do have a pry bar on me. I do have a pry bar. So, what I'm gonna do, actually, I'm gonna head outside. We're gonna do a bit of fishing, I think. I think some fishing might do us some good. We need to burn some time anyway, and what better way to burn time in this game than fishing? Fishing's a great way to do that. So I'm gonna head over here. I'm gonna head to this fishing hut down here, and we're gonna do some fishing. Should be a lot of fun. Hopefully we catch some good stuff. I believe we can catch salmon through here, which is quite nice. Salmon, I believe, are the big fish. Every region, there's 2 different types of big fish, 2 different types of small fish. One is lake whitefish, and then that's a small fish, and you can get that like Timberwolf Mountain, and then bass you can get up there too, which is like the big fish. That gives more calories and whatnot and weighs more. I think here it's trout and salmon, but I could be wrong. I know one of them's salmon, but I'm not sure about the... Man, it feels like I'm moving so fast.
I think my stomach is eating itself.
Well, I guess that's what happens when you are way down for a constant long time, and then you finally aren't. So, let's break the ice here. with our pry bar. Pry bar is the best tool for it. It barely uses any condition off of it, and it does it the most effectively. So if you have pry bars, I recommend it. Plus, you don't really need them that often. There's only a few different locations. Once you've searched and pried through a bunch of stuff with them, you're not going to really need them for anything else, so you might as well use them for the fishing. We do have a bearskin bedroll. Oh, yeah, rainbow trout. So rainbow trout, which are the small fish, and then we've got these salmon. Just in case a blizzard or anything like that does occur, we do have the bear bedroll with us. And hey, look, coho salmon. So that's like 11 pounds right there and 1,500 calories. So that's really nice. We actually did an achievement. It was this big, so we did get an achievement for that. Yeah, we're catching quite a few fish here, which is quite nice. Also, I recommend when you're fishing, because you are going to be smelling like smelly, I'd recommend crouching before beginning the fishing. And then after you set it for a certain amount of time, I usually go 6 hours. Usually works best for me. And when I'm done, I usually come out here and drop off any fish I did catch, and I usually make separate piles.
This is slowing me down.
So we can put our rainbow trouts down there. Or rainbow trout, I guess. I can't speak. I guess I should say. There we go. Rainbow trout, because it's like moose. They're not meese or mooses, they're moose. So I believe rainbow trout's the same way, if I'm not mistaken, and trying not to be an idiot. So I will say I believe what is the proper.
The sun's setting.
We're not going to fish the whole 6 hours here.
Soon.
Good enough.
Kind of heavy.
Where's our mouse? There it is. Now you see, this is not the kind of weather you want to be in. Not at all. Now, thankfully, are we warm in here? Yeah, mostly warm, which is kind of nice. So technically we wouldn't need to leave here. But I do know that if I go this way, if I head just slightly to the right, it will take me to here, which is the path. It'll take me to the docks. From the docks, I can make my way to this pathway. It's why that fishing out there is probably my favorite for fishing through here. You go out the door slightly to the right. You do it constantly and quite a few times, and you get into some blizzards through here, and you'll know. Generally, I would build a fire line there as well. At least to the entrance there. Once you get there, you don't really need it, but generally I don't build one there because I don't need it, because I know my way through here quite easily, because it's not too hard. You just go slightly to the right after you come out. You turn slightly to the right, and then you keep going, and you'll be fine. Now, we have enough water for the night, for sure, so I need to eat. We see some ketchup chips, why not? We'll have a nice snack. And we will eat a thing of jerky. And now we shall drink a can of Stacy's grape soda. That'll put us enough calories for the night, and it'll give us some hydration. We can finish that off with a nice big old chug of water here. And we can head to bed. So we can sleep for a nice 11 hours, which is always what I try to go for. Even if it doesn't let me sleep that long, I always hit 11 hours. And yep, so we're quite nice. A little bit, not quite daytime here, so we'll pass some time. Not a big deal. Pass some time like that, and then I'm gonna sleep for 2 hours. I ain't gonna let me sleep that long, that's for sure. But I'll just do it anyway, just to get the max amount. And there we go. It's about perfect timing. So we're gonna step outside, see what the weather's doing, and see what we got going on out here. Pretty decent weather, actually. Not too bad at all. Not too bad. Actually looks like there's a deer out there hanging out on the ice that I can see from here. We've got a nice sunrise. That is quite beautiful. There really just is nothing like it. Let me get a better view. Yeah, it's quite a nice view. This game has got some good graphics, just a different style. But definitely a style that can be appreciated. But anyway, that is going to do it for this episode, guys. I am out of time for this one. So if you guys did like the video, make sure to like and subscribe. It does help the channel immensely. It does help with my algorithm, which allows new people to see my content a bit easier. And overall, I just really appreciate it, and it does help support the channel. So make sure to do that if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.